Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share with you a simple yet powerful trick that has revolutionized my Dolby Atmos experience with these Onkyo SKH-410 up-firing speakers and of course my treasured Sony TA-AN1000 receiver. Now I was able to unlock sound quality that is truly cinematic. So if you've been struggling with your Dolby Atmos setup, now this trick is going to really blow your mind. So let's dive into it and I'll show you exactly why it worked so well. All right, let's get in. Now, before we get into the rest of the video, let's talk about these sleeping giants, or these little giants I would call them. These were manufactured by Onkyo and they are the Onkyo SKH-410 Dolby Atmos speakers. Now, these are dedicated Dolby Atmos enabled speakers with Dolby Atmos certified special network inside them that causes them or enables them to propel the sound towards the ceiling, and then it directs that or bounces to the direction of the listener, giving you an immersive cinematic Dolby Atmos experience. These speakers were designed to sit on top of your front speakers, and as you can tell from the design and how they are tilted, it allows for the song to be projected to the ceiling and bounce off, giving a 3D immersive effect. Now, while others are more comfortable with just mounting them to the wall and just experimenting to get the best experience out of them, and as you can see, they are not necessarily banana clip or banana plug, but they have this kind of retracting clip, and of course there is the distinction between the positive and the negative, so you can't make any mistakes about that. Just a little bit more about the spec. As you can see, it was manufactured by Onkyo and the model is the SKH-410. Maximum handling power is 100 watts, so it's between about 25 to 100 watts, and the impedance or ohms is 6. Has an 8 centimeter cone, output sound pressure level 84 decibel, frequency response 90 Hz to 20 kHz, and the dimension, weight by height by depth, 120 by 155 by 153 millimeter, and it's quite a lightweight. It's about 2.6 pounds. I think that is about 1.2 kg. These speakers, I would say, are properly constructed as well. Wood cabinet construction with high quality cloth grille and quality black hairline finish. And remember, these can work with 5.1.2 as well as 7.1.2 home theater setups. So these are very good speakers and I would definitely recommend them based on the sound quality and the performance I'm getting out of them. Alright, so let's get on to the rest of the video. So I'm going to walk you through what I did when I set this up for the best Dolby Atmos experience. So there are a couple things, there are a couple tweaks that has to be done, and I'll show you them one by one, don't worry. So you go to setup first thing, and then you go to speaker setting. And when you go to speaker setting, the first thing you would want to do is the calibration. Calibration is the starting point. In fact, you cannot get the best out of your receiver without doing your calibration. Okay, it runs you through an automatic calibration and then it creates the most optimal sound based on your room setting and speaker placement and all that. So this is where you want to start, with the auto calibration. Here is another reason why you should calibrate your system before anything else, because it gives you access to the amazing 360 spatial sound mapping experience. What it does, it gives you a wraparound cinematic 3D experience where you feel that the songs are coming from all different angles, and trust me, it's one of the most wonderful cinematic experience you'll ever have with a home theater system. It's actually my favorite, the best feature on this system for me, and I use it all the time. It's so amazing and it gives an amazing boost to everything when it comes to sound on the Sony TA-AN1000. As you can see, you can switch this on and off right here, but my recommendation is for you to always keep on the 360 sound mapping for the best experience. Alright, so after all the calibration, what you need to do is to go to sound effects. When you get into the menu, what you have to do is press hold there and it takes you to this menu, and you go to sound effects, and this is where all the magic happens. As I spoke to you about the 360 mapping, the next thing you want to do is to change the sound field, and it shows you the different sound field that you use for different sounds, movies, video. So this is the sound field that you would want to select. This is the best one that is optimized for the best experience. It's the AFD, automatic formatting decoding for movies, because whatever signal input it receives, that is exactly what's going to be output. For example, if it receives Dolby Atmos, then that is what you're going to hear. If it receives Dolby Digital or 5.1, that's exactly what you're going to hear. For example, if you're watching a Dolby Atmos movie and this is on, then you're going to get the Dolby Atmos sound effect. If you're watching a Dolby Atmos movie and this is set to a format like DTSX, then it would not necessarily pick up the Dolby Atmos effects. So if you want to get the best optimized sound for your system, then select this one, the AFD for movie. In other words, it keeps the audio as closest as possible to the original sound mix without any artificial enhancement. So you hear it just as how the director intends. So you get the purest, most impactful Dolby Atmos experience when you use this sound. All that is done, then you go back to setting. You go to setup and then you scroll down to audio setting. When you go to audio setting and it takes you to this menu, it shows that the setup that I have done are all activated. For example, the sound field, the AFD sound field, the 360 spatial sound mapping, and this is another tweak that you would want to do. All right. So if you click on this, it takes you to this section where it shows you that it helps you to create the best sound field or the best environment that mimics the best setup for a Dolby Atmos system. And you can select between type A or type B. If I go down, you can select and then it can show you exactly the sound experience you get as you select each of them. All right, so it says that this one is more suitable for live recording. I don't want that, so I go to A is the best setting for movie content, so I select A. So here is another thing that did the trick for me. In the same menu after setup, you go to speaker setting and then you scroll down to manual speaker setting and go to levels. All right, so after the auto calibration, the system did an automatic level for me for all the speakers, but I found that my height channel were not so pronounced. So what I did, I raised them between 3.5 and 4 decibel, and when I did that, it made such a difference for me. I can literally hear all the weather effects, all the explosion and everything that happens in the background, and it made such a difference to the Dolby Atmos effects in terms of the clarity and how pronounced the song was. And this is what I would recommend that you do if you want to hear the best experience or the best song coming from your Dolby Atmos speaker. And take into consideration as well, my center speaker is quite a powerful one, and it is just above my heights channel. So sometimes I felt that the heights channel were competing with the center speaker. So what I did, I also lowered the sound level for my center speaker. I'll just show you right here. And as you can see, I have lowered that to minus 4.0 decibel, and it has really worked perfectly for me. I'm now hearing the heights channel. They are more pronounced than ever before, and the experience is as cinematic as it can get. Let's talk about the real game changer in this whole thing, this whole setup. This is the real game changer. A simple water bottle cap. This did the trick for me, and I was amazed at the result. Come, let me show you what I did. So I placed the water bottle caps under the Dolby Atmos speakers, giving it a slight tilt, as you can see there. Now this simple adjustment impacts the way the song is reflected off the ceiling and bounce over to me in my listening position. A simple tweak, but massive and powerful impact. So now all the overhead effects are more powerful and accurate than ever before, just by doing this simple trick. And you don't have to use a cap. You can use anything that increases the tilt and the effects of these Dolby Atmos speakers. And I decided to try out my new setup with the Last Jedi and the Force Awakening, the Star Wars movies. And I was instantly blown away. Instantly blown away. I can hear the ships flying overhead. I can hear the lightsabers. I can hear all the ricochet, the gunshots, the explosions, the ambient sound. Everything has become more clear, more pronounced, and I am just blown away. All right, no regrets doing that. Now, if you want to try it, go right ahead. There is no guarantee that it will work for you, but it did work for me, so I would definitely recommend. Thanks for watching. This has been another video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this. I'm out.